Welcome, guys. Welcome to BCI Performance. I'm Blake. I'm here today to talk about probably the thing I've been most excited about in quite a while. I finally bought a BRZ, and I didn't have to pay $30,000 for one. I bought it blown up out in Phoenix with 80,000 miles on it for $5,000. To me, that's like the steal of the century. So I'm gonna put the money into this car to try and build it proper and right. And I think she's gonna get a K24. All right, I know she's gonna get a K24. So I did think about an LS. I'm an LS fan. I've owned a couple of them, but I've never modified them highly or anything. But I'm a fan of the LS platform. I love 2JZs. The only thing that stopped me from doing a 2JZ is I'm on a budget and can't afford a billet block, which is probably, I don't even want to guess, but a stupid amount of money. So we're gonna go with a K24, K20 Type S, oil pump, of course, the valves. I'm gonna replace the valves and springs and retainers and all that, just so I don't have a bunch of miles on the valves. I mean, I know the valves aren't necessarily a necessity, but I'm going to do valves, and I'm going to do pistons and rods. I think we might as well do the short block right. The stock crank, from what I hear, is good for lots and lots of power, over 700 horse. So we're going to do a K24 swap, and we're going to put a really sturdy transmission under it, either a CD009 or a that's out of a 350Z, or a BMW ZF6 transmission. I believe is my number one option right now. I'm leaning towards that. So the car is going to be a Toyota, Honda, Subaru in name alone. I mean, it's got a Subaru badge on the front, but everything Subaru related will be coming out of the car, which I'm a Subaru guy, so that's a little sad, but it's going to be a way better build. I've already got a Subaru turbo car over there, and we'll see just how much more reliable the Honda is. I bought that car with 10,000 miles on it. I've had it like probably 8 years at least. I'd have to look, but I've been slowly building it. I had a payment for a long time and it's been paid off for a couple of years, but I slowly went through the suspension and bushings and all the stuff to make it handle well on the track, and I finally did. After running Road Atlanta and Road America, I figured I'm not going back without a cage, so I put at least an auto power roll bar and 5 points and racing seats in it last fall. So now the interior's back half of it's stripped out, bare metal, and the car has 50,000 miles on it now. It's on its third engine. Its second out front Motorsports closed deck block built engine, so those are not cheap. First one, I did all the work myself. I bought the short block, installed it and everything, and I missed a little tiny hole in the intake tube. I'll show you guys at some point in time, but blew up my second motor because of that. And then we went to speed density tune and 4-bar map sensor and ETS front mount, like every possible thing you can do to make power and still be on the stock turbo, to be in the street all-wheel drive class. And then it's just been a ball of worms from there. It's a great car. I love the car more than anything. I'll never get rid of it. It is probably the slowest car with the kind of money. The car is 320 horse at the wheels. It's great for the track. I mean, straightaways aren't that fun, but the pull, the torque it makes coming out of the corner, it's a great handle and great drive and really fun car. I just my budget couldn't afford, those short blocks are $7,500 just for the short block, somewhere in there. After you do everything else, each rebuild, you're looking at quite a bit more. But my goal for that car all along was 600-700 horse, but you need dry sump. I mean, to make a reliable track worthy 6 or 7 horsepower out of a Subaru, is just honestly above my budget, and I can buy a Corvette or anything else at that price. So we might as well. We're gonna go Honda K-Power. The motors are $800. I'm gonna have a couple grand into it by the time I do pistons and rods and all that stuff. Maybe a little bit more, but we're talking maybe $3,000 into a complete long block that's capable of 750 horse for a long time. And that just sounds like a great deal to me. And I see James Houghton and those guys, I mean, those motors freaking rip. And anyway, I went off on a tangent there. So this BRZ is going to be my idea, and hopefully with your guys' influence, of the perfect all-around import rear-wheel drive street tuner car. Like, it's just going to be a blast to drive. 600 horse at least rolling out. Stage 1, I'd like to go, you know, some stupid power in the future if we can, as the car grows, and I got to go through the suspension and the brakes and all that. So I mean, this is going to be the main focus of this channel, is this car, especially once it's done and as we build it. For filler stuff in between, I'll probably try and get the Fox body resurrected. We'll do some videos of the Talon, and winter's setting in now, so we're not going to have that great of outside videos, but we'll post some fun snow stuff with side-by-sides and snowmobiles and whatever trouble we can find around here. And I've got a draggy coming. I've been wanting one of those for a while. They've been back ordered. I'm a big 1320 video fan. If you guys don't know who they are, I don't know what you're doing here, but go watch them first. And Cletus McFarlane is pretty awesome too. I'm a big fan of him. Side by Side blog, those guys are awesome. I've met them a few times. Great dudes. So those are a couple of my favorite recommendations for channels to watch. Boosted Boys, PFI Speed. Man, the list goes on great car channels out there. I know I've got a long ways to go, but with your guys' help, we can do it. All right, guys, thanks for joining me in this adventure. Please like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Give me your input as much as possible. I have a better camera coming. My audio is going to get better. I know my audio is a little bit low right now. I'm just using my phone to get this first video out there to get a start. I'm going to try and post weekly at the minimum. I do have a lot of stuff to learn though. I'm just getting into this, so bear with me on my quality. I will do everything I can to improve the quality of the videos and the editing and just everything about it, making the experience better. You guys let me know what I need to focus on the most to improve your experience, because this channel's here for you guys. Without the audience, it isn't going to happen. It's going to take me a lot longer to build this car too without an audience. So please continue to check this out. Give me any tips, whatever. I appreciate it. Love you guys. God bless. Peace.